Welcome to this presentation of version 1.4 of Attender Attendance Registration. We've just released a lot of new cool features like better statistics, improved interfaces, gamification, mobile apps, and much more. Since there's so many new features to Attender, I'll go over most of the functions in Attender. Feel free to skip to the portion you want to know more about. Other attendance registration solutions are often just a digital version of the old piece of paper with checkboxes on it. It's slow to use, so registration takes a long time. This means that registration eats away at precious class time. The statistics are often poor and does not automatically show you students you should be aware of. The interfaces are dated and many do not have an app. No attendance registration solutions provide any motivations for the students to attend. And during COVID, attendance registration was extra troublesome as it had to be done manually. Attender's goal is to make attendance registration easy, fast, and fun. We want to support online learning with automatic registration. We use gamification to motivate student attendance. The interface is modern and the statistics are easy to use. So in a nutshell, Attender saves time that can be used for teaching. It motivates students to attend and lowers absence and dropouts. And Attender provides actionable attendance data so the school can act before it's too late. Attender is available on all your favorite platforms, in a web browser, in Microsoft Teams, on iOS and Android. So if you want to mark attendance on a sports field, you can just take out your smartphone and mark attendance fast and easy. One of the main goals for Attender is making life easier for teachers. We want to spend less time on marking attendance and more time on teaching. Let's take a look at how we do it. I'm now logged in as a teacher and ready to mark attendance. At the top, I will see my timetable for the day. I can hover to see more information. When I want to register, I will use the buttons at the bottom of the screen. If I press the green button, I will mark the person as not present. Press yellow, that means you're late. Press red, that means the person is not there. If I want to redo it, I can just mark the person and change it to whatever I want it to be. If I'm unsure if Brian is here or not, I can reset the selection for him and do it at a later time. If I go into the More Options button, I can mark everybody present at once. I can mark everybody not present, and I can mark everybody as reset. So let's go ahead and mark everybody present. What you will see is this button pops up. This is the Confirm Registration button. When I press that, you will see an icon pops up here at the top in your timetable, so I can see I marked attendance for that particular course already. You also have the option to change the date. Let's say you want to go back in time and change the registration. You're allowed to do that. The school can set up how far back a teacher can go back and change a registration. Default value is 14 days back in time and 14 days into the future. I also have a search function here where if I want to search out another teacher and mark attendance for him, maybe I am a substitute teacher, then I can take over for another teacher. I can also search out courses, classes, and students. I also have the option to select a different view on how to mark attendance. I can switch to the grid view where I can see more students at a time. I also have the swipe view where I can swipe right, meaning that the person is present. Swipe left means the person is not there. And I can swipe up to mark a person as being late. This is a very fast and efficient way of marking attendance when you're doing it on a mobile phone. The last view is called an all-day view. Here I can mark a student not present or present for a whole day at a time. I can mark individual classes, or I can select everybody at once. This makes it much faster and easier to mark attendance for a whole day. I also have a filter function if I want to sort the attendance statistics on maybe a semester or from specific dates. once you have activated this filter, it will actually tell you that you have a filter running. So you can always go back and just change it to what you want, and the warning screen disappears. But it will change the percentages of the statistics, not just in the registration interface, but also in my courses. Guidance counselors play an important role on making sure students do not drop out. Let's see which tools Attender has to make a guidance counselor's job more effective and easier. I'm now logged in as a guidance counselor. As a guidance counselor, I can change registration for teachers back and forwards in time. There's no limit on how far back I can go and how much in the future I can change it. All these things can, of course, be individually set up by the school. I have a different menu item called Statistics, where I can go in and see statistics for courses that are relevant for me. In the Statistics interface, I'm following some courses. I can search out courses here and pin them so they always pop up in my Statistics interface. I've also selected some students that I want to take notice of. It's easy just to search out a student or a course to pin them on this statistic interface. Here I'll just pin her, and we will go back, and you will see Bitten shows up here. Students also have access to Attender to track their attendance. We believe you get further with a carrot than a stick. So Attender's goal is to motivate students to attend class with the help of gamification. Let's have a look at what Attender does for students. When I log in as a student, I will automatically the first time get a welcome badge. We want to use gamification and rewards to motivate students to show up. And by motivating them to log in to Attender, they will keep notice more of their attendance data. Here I can see a picture of myself, my name. I can see my absence percentage. I can see a curve of how my percentage has been going. I have a streak here that will show how many days in a row have I actually been to class. 66 days, that is amazing attendance. On this side, you will see Attender coins. You will get 1 Attender coin for each minute that you are in class. The school can then select, do we want to enable the students to redeem those coins? That could be if you have 1,000 coins, you could get free lunch in the cafeteria. Maybe if you had 5,000 coins, you could get a t-shirt or free movie tickets. Down here, we will show some badges that the students can earn. The I Hate Monday badge will be activated if you come to class on a Monday. If you've been to class for 25% of the lessons, you will actually get the bronze badge. 50% gives the silver badge, and 75% of all Mondays will give you the gold badge. And we have loads more badges coming up. We want to try and make it a little bit more fun for the students. Here you can see all the registrations that were done on you. When were you marked not present? The students also have access to all this information on their mobile device and in Microsoft Teams. Attender is also made as an app for Microsoft Teams. In Microsoft Teams, you can do all the features of the web version and app. Here you can mark attendance, but you do not have to switch out of Microsoft Teams to do so. Attender for Microsoft Teams also have a clever feature where Attender automatically marks students' attendance when you're doing online classes. When the lesson starts, you start Attender and it will automatically mark who is present, late, and who did not show up. The automatic registration can easily be changed if someone is logged in and left the screen to go for a nap instead. After the online lesson is finished, you will be presented with a post-meeting screen. Here you can make any changes or just confirm the registration. Setting up Attender for automatic registration is easy. If times and course names match, it will automatically select it. But if the course name from the timetable system and/or the times for the Teams meeting do not match, Then Attender will ask which one of your courses are you adding Attender to. This makes it very simple and easy to use. Attender also has a Teams bot. This will notify students if they have been marked as absent or late. It will also notify teachers if they forgot to mark attendance for the day. Attender normally takes data from a school's timetable system, but if you do not have any, then you can generate a timetable in Outlook. Many smaller schools do not have a timetabling system, so we made it easy to make one in Outlook. We will help you set it up, and it only takes a few hours. Once we have made a timetable, it will then be synced to Attender, and you're ready to mark attendance. We have also made an easy-to-use management interface that enables you to control user roles and permissions. The timetable made in Outlook is also automatically synced to teachers' and students' calendars as an added bonus. If you need more insight to your data, look no further. If you want a special report, maybe with data from all schools in a school district, or you want a report that compares students' age to absence percentage, then we can do all types of custom reports in Microsoft Power BI. We can also generate automatic workflow with Microsoft Power Automate. Let's say the principal would like a PDF file every month with an attendance overview. That can be generated automatically with Microsoft Power Automate. Thanks for looking through this presentation of Attender attendance registration. We got loads of new features coming up soon. Remember, features can be turned on or off depending on your school's needs. Attender is made for all types of school, from primary to university. Please contact us for access to a free demo or book us for a meeting. We look forward to hearing from you.